Hello, babies. Daddy's back. I know it's been a while, and I know my hair is wild. I know, but we got things to talk about. What I'm talking about is wrestling, baby. Now then, this past weekend was, how should I put it, eventful and hopeful to some. Yes, that's right. It was SummerSlam weekend. Now, I'm not necessarily gonna do a review. I'm lying. I'm gonna do a cap and give my thoughts. Basically, we got promise. But before we get to that, babies, I gotta let you know that I'm back. Who I am is not important to those who don't care to know, and if you're watching the video, you care. So let me tell you, I'm Dynamite D. I'm the Deacon of Destruction. I'm the Duke of Danger. I'm the bringer of the 3Ds, and if you want to know what that means, it means DDTs, Doomsday Devices, and Death Valley Drivers. God, I can't get it right, but I'm hyped. And now let's talk about this, because I gotta give an update to a previous video. Apparently, there was some lies spread out to the wrestling community that WWE is not, in fact, looking to buy Fight, but I hold my reservations because I still wouldn't put it past Vince. Maybe he just doesn't want us to know, and we're supposed to be kept on the hush, and Fight's coming out and be like, no, it ain't happening, when really they trying to go get that green. And we all know Vince got them long green ducats right now. Saudi Arabia money. I'm talking about that Fox billionaire money. But you know what? If he keeps on the path he's going on, he might be able to hold on to it a little bit longer. Whatever. Because now SummerSlam has come to an end. Well then, Dynamite, what you think about SummerSlam? Well, let me tell you, motherfuckers. I thought it was decent. I thought it was good. To be honest, the show was a solid B+, borderline at A-. And if I was more optimistic with WWE, I would say it is a solid A-, but hear me out. It's not too little too late. It's never too little too late. The thing is that builds that should have happened and placement of matches. So let's go ahead and get it like this. The first match was a submission match. Natalya in the home country of Canada versus Becky Lynch. Now, they did a good job opening it up. It was some nice wrestling. It was consistent. It was not too exciting, but what it was, it was fine. I'm popular tonight. Yes, Lord. But hear me out. I feel that a match like that should have been built better. We've all seen the video. I don't feel WWE has been building properly for this SummerSlam season. But now we got new people in control. Maybe we can actually get this going on the right foot with Clash of Champions, moving forward, building towards Survivor Series. We'll get to that when we get there. But right now, good showing. Good start off. Next, we had a squash match. Goldberg versus Ziggler. Started off with Twitter feuds, and I guess this may or may not have been Goldberg's last hurrah, but I'm going to tell you this. Dolph Ziggler, you madman, you tempt the bull, and you got the horns, baby. I'm talking about 3 spears. 3 badass spears. I was hurt. My guts was in pain. I felt it in my rib cage, and I was sitting comfy in front of AC, watching on a small screen. And I had to scream a little bit. But it's okay. It's okay, though. Maybe you got something going on, or maybe this is you trying to get your comedy out there. I don't know. That shit was funny. After that, we got Ricochet versus AJ Styles for the U.S. title match. Oh, yeah, by the way, Becky won. We knew Becky wasn't going to lose, even though it would have made more sense for Natalya to win it. I felt Natalya should have won it, but Vince don't like having hometown heroes, so forget it. We got Rick versus AJ, and it was a stellar match. One of my top matches of the night. Probably leaning more towards second favorite, even though they have had this thing built. The match was great. Ricochet even injured showed that even as a hurt animal, he's still a savage beast and can still make shit happen in the ring. But unfortunately, AJ's cunning, veteran experience, and having an OC in his corner helped lead him to the victory. Good on you. It was fine. I enjoyed it. After that, I want to say we had the SmackDown Women's title match. That's where we had Bayley versus Ember Moon. Now then, I didn't know much of the build. I don't know much build going into the show, but I will say it was the best female match of the night in my period. Not gonna say the weekend, I still gotta watch TakeOver, but for the night, that was the best women's match. It was interesting. Bayley was looking as a very dominant champion, but Ember Moon did not come off as being weak or coming off as it was not her time. Ember easily could have took it, but Bayley was in control too much. Ember is so explosive, so dynamic, and basically can come at you whenever you least expect it, with some shock, with some surprise and shit. It was her inexperience, I feel, which led to her defeat, and it was still a commendable loss. I'm not sure if there was a babyface heel situation in this match, but it was still good nonetheless. Next, after that, I'm thinking, what do we have following that match? I believe we had Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. The feud that's been building where the new voice of the voices of the WWE has been Kevin Owens calling Shane out on his shit. Trying to go up against the Omni Shane, to basically quote my Wrestle Talk newsman. And honestly, it was a great showing. Shane came out the gate as a chicken shit heel, brought Elias in as a surprise guest enforcer. Elias did his diligence, basically throwing Owens off of his game, but Owens would not be faulted. He would not be held steadfast. And even though Shane would come back every once in a while, those pussy punches had nothing on a man like Owens. He is determined, and he's about to go ahead and make his decision back to the top of the card. And I believe this is the right step. Owens with the win. It was perfect. Honestly, best story. Best story in my opinion that I don't know shit about. Because there's a story that I actually do like. But whatever, because I believe after that match, this is where we go into our final women's match of the night. We had Trish Stratus, the hometown girl. We're in Toronto, baby. Trish Stratus versus Charlotte. Now, obviously, for the matchup, we're getting the old era versus the present. We're getting the legend Trish Stratus, the woman who led women's wrestling in the early 2000s in WWE, going up against Charlotte, the face of the women's division. Now, I have my issues with that because of Becky, but Becky has transcended the women's division. Perfect, beautiful, but Charlotte is still the face of WWE's women's division. And honestly, this was not a match I was fond of. I felt like this shouldn't even have been on the show. Now then, if we had more time to ease Trish back into the motion, to get her body really back into the swing of things, it probably could have, because her ring rust is massive. It's been so long, she hasn't really competed on a regular basis. And while she has kept herself in nice shape, because I know that she had a fitness school and everything, after some time, it just was not a good showing for Trish. Now, there are guys, men and women, who have wrestled and continue to wrestle in older ages and can still go at a nice level. Now, Trish, honestly, she came in perfectly for her role. She cannot outpower Charlotte, who is basically a freak athlete. She is the best all-arounder in the company and can go with some of the best of them. If she can actually fly a bit more and was able to use agility more, I would definitely feel better about my statement, but still, all around, she can get it done. She's not afraid to go up high, she can get technical, and she can power out. Beautiful, and she has been dirty. The daughter of the dirtiest player in the game, come on now. So, honestly, it was an okay match. It was a nice homecoming and send-off for Trish, even though I felt she already had it and didn't need it again, but whatever. Least favorite match of the night. Honestly, I would have preferred this to have been the opener, because I felt that because of where Becky lies with the company, that would have been better. You could have got a much better hometown pop. I didn't think that it needed to go this far late into the show, whatever, because following this match, this is where we got to get into more of my problems with the booking or the setting up of matches. Now then, we had the WWE Championship match. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton. A feud building 11 years in the making. Now, most of these matches, I've been a little dissatisfied with some of the ways that they ended. But with this one, I appreciate the ending because I know it's going long-term. WWE hasn't done good long-term booking in a long time, and this is phenomenal to me. Because basically, Kofi came out, guns a-blazing. The bill for it, basically on the fact that Orton has finally acknowledged, yes, all those years ago, Kofi, when you were basically ready to step through the door and be a main eventer, I shut you down because I felt you weren't ready then, and you are not ready now. And guess what? That's that proper heat, because now Kofi, basically having to fight his way to prove everybody wrong, has to prove the man wrong who basically hindered his career. Now then, I feel that if that wouldn't have happened and Kofi would have gone on, I don't think his championship reign would have been as glorious as it is now. And because of the unprecedented story that built to the WrestleMania match where 11 years in the making he finally became champion, it made it perfect for this match to happen. And at a big pay-per-view. That was right. Now then, Kofi came out of the gates angry, pissed off, called Orton a bitch, told him to get his ass the fuck up, baby. And I mean, Kofi was not playing. This wasn't, hey, Kofi, this wasn't all smiles and everything else. He came out with a plan to whoop this man's monkey ass, and I'll be damned if he didn't do it. Because Kofi was throwing hands, bam, bam, boom, bam, bam. He was going over the top. And honestly, that could have led to his detriment. I'm so fucking popular, baby. Yes, that could have led to his detriment, but he did not let him hold him back because he still has the veteran experience. And even though he went to the top one too many times and got caught with the RKO, he rolled out. Woo, baby! He rolled out and saved himself that L. But Randy, getting cocky, Randy, getting full of himself, decided to show off in front of this man's family, his wife and sons, and that's where you fucked up, because not only did they go to a ring timeout, but Kofi started to beat on that ass again, went under the ring, got a kendo stick, and whooped his monkey ass Orton. This is the second time you done got slaughtered at a SummerSlam. First time I remember, Brock Lesnar. Now this time you deserved it, and now we know we're going to get something down the line. I do not want this to end at Clash of Champions. I do not want this to end at a pay-per-view. You find a way to stretch this shit to SummerSlam, stretch this to Survivor Series, and then from there, you build it going to the Rumble. Now, you can build it to the Rumble and have the match there, or you can let this tone down, let it falter into the backside. Maybe Randy needs to get in touch with his more brutal nature again. Maybe he was a little too cocky and underestimated Kofi, and now he's got to go back to the basics to kill off this new Kofi. And then we work our way to getting it at Mania. Long-term booking that can matter, because if you're gonna have Kofi drop his strap, I would not mind him dropping it to Orton if the build is right. And this is a story that can go so many ways. This can be the quintessential feud for Kofi right now. And I appreciate them doing a ring count-out. You don't often see a ring count-out in a pay-per-view, much less for the main title. And I appreciate it as long as it's done right. Now, I'm getting interested in watching WWE again. I haven't watched it since Mania, but now I might have to do it. But I still feel that this match was not placed where it should be. Why? Because this is not the same main event. I understand the Universal title is supposed to be the new face title for the company, but I feel that at least your WWE Championship needs to go on in the semi-main. Instead, what we got was the debut of The Fiend versus Finn Balor. Not Demon King Balor, but just regular Balor. Now then, I'm not mad at this at all. It is fine in my opinion. But if I was going to pick a place for this match, I would have put it before Kofi and Orton. But at the same time, I understand, because that way that match ended, the lack of interest going on. Because I'm not going to lie, in the match, you didn't have yays and boos. You had Kofi sucks and Orton sucks. Now, this could be more into the fact of how it's been built and how they've been presenting Kofi as a champion, or it could be the Ontario crowd. In other words, fuck Canada. I'm lying. I actually love Canada. I actually want to go over there one day. I would actually love to live in Canada because America sucks his dick right now. But at the same time, they was not showing my man love, and I can only blame the WWE for it. But we had The Fiend versus Balor, and The Fiend came out. You felt the presence, the new music, the way he came out. And ode to Bray's old entrance where he would come out with a lamp, except the lamp was Bray's head. It was creepy. It was disturbing. It was awesome. I feel that this is the new monster in the WWE. I am grateful for The Fiend, and hopefully they will do him right. Because this was a squash. This was maybe about a 3 to 5 minute match total, or just from ring to ring. But at the same time, we see some new move. We see a bit of new moveset from Bray. Bray is more aggressive. Bray also is mentally unhinged, and I liked it. He tried to give a hint that the old Bray is still there, but when that didn't fall through, The Fiend took over, and it was glorious. Great. It has set the tone for what's going to be the final match of the night. The final match of the night, we have Brock versus Seth. I will admit, I didn't expect them to give it to Seth, because Brock just signed an extended contract with the company. He's going to be there for a little longer. I don't know what's going on with that, but But at the same time, this is probably the first match, extended match that Brock has had that I've enjoyed. I enjoyed him and Balor, but it was lackluster from what it should have been. Only because Finn should have won that. That's how I say it, but whatever. But this night, we got Brock coming in, showing the fuck off, but also we're showing that he's not as much of the beast as he used to. He is weakened. Could this mean that he can actually become a regular staple, where he can still be in the upper mid-card main event scene, but he can actually afford some losses? Decent losses, and we can use him to enhance guys, to actually get the guys back, get a lot of these guys their fire back that they lost. Also, Goldberg said that he was coming back early after his match, so maybe we might get Brock and Goldberg one more time. One more time. Maybe. I could be overthinking it, but whatever. Alpha. Because while I was not invested in the match like I should have been, I still saw the story they did with the setup from the weeks of Seth getting his ass whooped to Brock coming in overestimating Seth. And Seth, he did his fucking thing. He showed his ass. He didn't give up. He got the belt back. The belt's back on Seth. We got to see where this goes now. Maybe we can get a new feud with somebody else. I don't want him and Brock anymore. Brock, he needs to just go on, come along, be a fucking heel, be a douchebag, just be like, I'm here to make money and whoop ass. And just whoop ass. That's what I want for Brock. I don't want Brock in a main title picture for a while. And honestly, that's it. Honestly, like I said, I graded this, gave it a grade earlier. I would call this a B+, A- show. Minor issues aside, leads me to lead more on the A1. But you know what? Tell me what you guys think in the comment, because I want to discuss it. I want to talk about it. Let me know. Like, subscribe, so I can be motivated to do this thing again. I'm sorry I couldn't keep to my promise of posting every day, but I'm doing what I can. This has been your boy Dynamite D, and I'm telling you right now, don't be a dumbasses. Come back next time. Peace.